Hello, it's Emma here. Today I'm going to show you a passive back bend that is a really nice restorative pose that you can use at the end of a practice. So it's not really something that I would say do on its own, but if you have done a practice that involved a lot of heart opening, a lot of stretching of the front body and the midsection of the body, and a lot of work opening up into the back and strengthening the muscles around the back, then this would be a really nice pose to end your practice. It's passive, and it can feel really relaxing. So you may be able to see that I'm sitting on two folded up blankets. So they're not particularly high, only a couple of inches high, which may not seem very much, but it's good, it's plenty. And I've also got a third blanket to support under my head. And I would recommend that you stay in this pose maybe for 2 or 3 minutes, no longer, certainly not when you begin. It's not like something like Viparita Karani or Supta Baddha Konasana that we could perhaps stay in for 10 or longer minutes. So just see how you go, but take it steady to begin with. Okay, so these blankets are about they're just short of a foot wide, I'd say. And I'm going to aim to have the top of my back, the bottom of my neck supported. So as I recline down, it takes a little bit of wriggling around to get into the right position. So I want to be supported under C7, which is the bottom of my neck, or T1, which is the top of my thoracic spine. Okay, that feels quite supportive for me. I'm supported under my head. And then I'm going to take my feet to just slightly wider than hip width apart. You can flex your feet slightly or gently point your toes. So I'm supported equally under my hips. So just make sure that you're not rocking over to one side more than the other. And in particular, I know I keep banging on, but support under the neck. And then inhale your arms over your head. And there you go. This is it. This is your passive back bend. And I could stay here probably for 5 minutes myself. Feels very, very relaxing instantly. So there's no work really to be done. Once you've got yourself into the pose, you can just surrender and completely relax. When you are ready to come out of the pose, support your feet and roll over onto your right side and stay there maybe for a moment. And then you'd use your left hand to push you back up, and then your back bend will be completed. Namaste.